Hello, so this is going to be a yapping video on why I'm not going to be upgrading to the Sony WH-1000 XM6s. I know this is a very niche topic and it's not something that everyone is willing to listen to. It's it's just something for me to yap about essentially, but I personally love my WH-1000 XM4s and um, I guess I have a few reasons on why I'm not going to be upgrading. The first reason is very, very real, very true. It's because I am broke. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't have the money to be spending $450 on a new pair of headphones. That is quite an investment. I'm not gonna lie, and I would rather put that money towards something like traveling, and that's, I think, yeah, $450 would go a long way when it comes to traveling. I could spend that money on maybe housing, food, maybe even gifts for people. Like, uh, yeah, my money could go elsewhere instead of just spending $400 on something that I don't even use that often. So, as you know, if you know me, I am not very fond of headphones. I actually prefer earphones a lot more, so that's why I daily the AirPods Pros. These just are a whole lot more convenient for me. The only time these would come out, ironically, is when I go out traveling. So if I have a super long flight, or if I know that I'm going on the other side of the world, I try to take these with me. Although if I'm tight on packing, if I know that I'm going to be needing that extra space, I won't pack these. But if my flight is like 9-10 hours plus, or if I'm going to be spending maybe more than a day traveling, then I would bring these, my headphones, the Sony X. I keep forgetting what these are called. The WH-1000 XM4s. The model names are pretty crazy. But that's the first reason. The second reason is that these things, the XM4s, are still insanely good. The sound quality, the noise canceling, it's still really good in this day and age, and I actually still do recommend it because they are $250, or yeah, $228 as of right now on Amazon. So I'll link both of these headphones in the description, the XM4s and the XM6s, if you're interested. The XM5s are still, they're pretty good, but they don't fold up like the XM4s and the XM6s do. So I'm glad that they brought this back. It's just I haven't felt the need to upgrade to the XM5s either. So the XM6s are a little bit more enticing, but it's just, these are still really good. I don't use headphones that much, so I still think that having these will be more than enough. So yeah, you got the carrying case, although the carrying case for the XM6s look really good. And then you got, your wires, you got the super old headphone jack for the airplanes if you're on an older airplane. But in my experience recently, that there hasn't really been any airplanes that use these types of plugs. It's just the standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks now. Yeah, these still work really great. Battery life is still really good, and yeah. Number three, the XM, or no, sorry, that was number two. I don't want to keep chasing upgrades. So this is true not only in the headphone space, but just in like tech in general, especially with camera gear. I've been doing pretty bad at that. I'm not gonna lie. I did purchase the Canon PowerShot V1, which is like, I think it was still worth an investment, but like, I have the Osmo Pocket 3, I have the Action 5 Pro, I have my iPhone, my R5, so I have a bunch of cameras. Even the Meta glasses I would count as a camera. I have a bunch of these devices that can record footage, and like I gotta keep asking myself, do I really need this? They're more like a want than a need, if anything. And it's okay, because I could write these off in my taxes, but it's like the extra income that I get should be put towards something else, I feel like, instead of just into camera gear. So it's something that I've been trying to teach myself, or to get a hold of, to where I don't really need the latest and greatest things anymore. So this is probably the longest time I've had the same iPhone in a while. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max is coming out soon, probably towards the end of this year. Maybe using natural sunlight wasn't the best because it's cloudy today. Like there's a bunch of clouds and the lighting just changed. I hope you don't really mind that. But back to what I was saying. The new iPhone is coming out towards the end of this year, and I definitely am gonna be upgrading. But you know, I'm trying to make upgrading my tech devices less frequent, and I think it's just a good habit to have, because if you keep chasing the latest and greatest things, you're not going to be content in life. You're not going to be happy. So yeah, going back to, I guess, point number 2, we're moving on to point number 4, which is the XM4s still work perfectly for me. And again, I don't use these enough to justify upgrading. If I like absolutely needed these for video editing or for listening to music or whatever, then probably. But again, I use the AirPods Pros for mostly everything. The sound quality is amazing. Noise canceling is great as well. And just for everyday use, they're my daily beaters. But yeah, the only things that I need, like I changed from the XM4s, were the ear pads. Those are the things that worn off. The part on the headrest, the cushion, is wearing off a little bit, but it's still fine. It's still usable, and everything else is very good still. Like it's still a super light, super flexible pair of headphones, and yeah, like it's still very clean. I mean, I don't really use it that much as I really wanted to, like I said before. So I'm sure that there are other pairs of headphones out there that have seen more use, more workouts. I don't work out in headphones because I do tend to get sweaty very easily, and I don't like having sweaty earphones. The AirPods are okay because they're smaller, they're easier to clean, and they're water resistant, I hope. But yeah, these are my main sort of working out headphones as well. I do have I don't even know if it's here. I have working out or like running headphones as well. I think they're inside there, but yeah, that's for another video. Last but not least, number 5. These are kind of repeating, so this kind of correlates with point number 3 now. But point number 5 is I've learned that gear doesn't equal happiness. So if I'm always chasing upgrades, then I will never be happy. So and it's true. Like if I think about this, I mean, I don't really think I need to journal about this. I totally can, to think about whether if this is something that I need, or I'm talking about the XM6s, not the XM4s, the ones that I'm holding. But is this something that I truly need? Because if I'm not really using this, like I barely pull this out of my desk and just use them, then why would I drop an extra $450 on something that will get minimal use, maybe a few times per year whenever I'm traveling? Because I still go travel to the other side of the world a few times per year, but it's like in those cases, like if I do really need audio, I've learned to just switch in between the glasses and the AirPods Pros instead of just the AirPods Pros and the headphones, because sometimes I don't bring this. So my last trip, it was just a trip to Cali and stuff, but I didn't felt the need to bring this, so I left it at home, and I did not miss this once. So I feel like if I brought this thing, it would have just not been used, and I would have had to carry it. Like I would have had an extra thing to carry. But that's pretty much it. If you have the XM4s and you don't really use your headphones that much, just keep them. Don't upgrade. But if it's something that you do use every single day and you have the extra cash, or you would want to invest in the new XM6s, I think that's when it's worth upgrading. But if you have any of the older models, just stick with the older models, because yes, the ANC is really, really good now, and I think the sound quality is better, and you know, there's a bunch of minor upgrades, but again, if you don't need it, then don't do it. That's just my personal opinion. You don't have to follow it, but that's where I stand. That's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, affiliate links will be in the description. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you resonated with this video. I know it's like a boring video, but I kind of do want to get into the more podcasty style videos where I'm just talking in front of the camera. I think it's fun. Maybe I should start a different channel. Maybe I should keep this channel BeyCinema, like tech channel, travel channel, blah blah blah. But I mean, I guess I'm talking about tech. It's just I'm uploading a video every single day, so there's only so much content that I can put out. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.